Buongiorno, I'm wvyvw. Welcome to Rossonerio TV. This is the first time we're on air for the MRS media, so this makes today a special episode. Why? Because we're kicking off with a special guest. Please welcome our guest, the owner of Real Betis, Dellanos. Congratulations on winning the Liga for MRS Season 9. So how does it feel being the champions of Spain in MRS?
Winning trophies in this league, it's like a regular thing now. I feel pretty confident about this. It's nice winning my second or third league title, so it's pretty good for me.
Yeah, nice as it should be, right? So from the beginning of the season, we've gotten to see a preview of how nice Real Betis is looking in the squad sheets compared to other teams, and obviously we could see Betis were like the favorites to win it, and you have done so. Now, what do you say, Betis were probably rated by the community as it should be, or you think it might be a tad bit overrated?
I feel like the community definitely underrated us a bit. I feel like I felt like before the season, I knew that we would come out on top. I had the expectations set for my team. I know what we're capable of, but I just feel like the community didn't feel the same way. But at the end of the day, we proved them wrong and we came out on top. So, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And to follow up with that, at the beginning of the season, what were the objectives for Real Betis before we all started?
Honestly, I just wanted to win it all, go for the trouble. And that's the only thing I missed, the Champions League. I kind of went out embarrassingly that day. A lot of internal squad issues happened that day. But at the end of the day, we won with La Liga and Copa Del Rey, and that's still a pretty big feat itself. So I'm pretty happy with my team, what we accomplished over a long season.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot about Copa Del Rey. I wasn't paying attention to that. How did that game go? Give us a little summary.
That was not a final. Oh my God, I can't even explain it. So that final was just legit back and forth between us and Bilbao. Like they score, we score, and eventually we just got a late winner in ET. And yeah, it was just really end to end, 7-goal thriller. At the end of the day, the better team won. So yeah.
God damn. Actually, that's the game I should have seen. That was probably the game of the night. But besides that, let's talk about Champions League. So, of course, you lost to Inter Milan. You came up short. Was that expected, or you felt like you should have won the game?
Honestly, Inter Milan that day, they were the better team. They were more organized. My team didn't want to play that day. I don't know why. It's just I feel like my team wasn't as motivated to play MRS as I was, and so that's what kind of made us lose a little bit. We didn't have our edge. We didn't show how good we were to everyone around us. And we lost like 9-2, so that's embarrassing, especially for our standards, because I know me and my team can play better than that, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, of course. And to go back to the squad sheet, before, when I looked at the squad sheets, at least from my end, there was unfamiliar names that I've never seen or I've seen play competitively at all in MRS or any other league. Like we're talking about the veteran RV Scouty. I know he's played a little bit, but I think it's the first time in a while I've seen him. And then you got the youngsters like Omnip and Orizo. Like, did you find good potential in each one of them, or were they just like fodder to like fill in space for the sheets?
Honestly, it's kind of like I'd say 60-40 to the point where like they're good players. They're talented and they're good enough to be squad fillers for my team. Honestly, I just wanted to fill my squad sheet. This season, I kind of didn't do that, but next season I will. But honestly, for this season, they were pretty good. When they played, they did well, and they really played to the standards I know they can play at. So it was pretty good for me.
Fair. And who would you say is the top player in your team, or give us at least like a top 3?
A top 3, I'd gotta go with myself, obviously, and Eval S-Class for a reason. One of the best players I ever played with in this league. And for a third, it's probably have to be Pax Bizzle, honestly. Even though half of the time he wants to play Valorant or CS over MRS, when he comes, he delivers for me, and I really appreciate him. He's like, in my opinion, one of the top CBs in the league, maybe the best on his best day. So yeah.
Fair. I'm surprised he didn't go with Morja. Personally, he's one of my favorites, and I'm kind of a little bit biased, but he's up there.
Hey, he's really good too.
Well, I don't want to keep you in for too long, so let's wrap it up. So, where will you see yourself and/or the League of Champions in Season 10? So are we like making moves for the following season, having some players jump ship to other teams, or are we just calling it a day?
Honestly, I own Ajax for season 10. This is my first time back in D1 since season 4. That was like my best season. Arguably, I led the best team in MRS history to a quad. I think, I don't know, I might be biased, but I think I'm gonna do it again. Honestly, I built a much better team than Betis, much more organized and compact. I have high hopes for season 10 and Ajax, and all the trophies we can win possible.
And if you don't mind if we cram it all in one episode, for Ajax, what are you expecting to win for Div 1, and possibly if there is Champions League in that?
All I know is I know Ajax have a great chance to win D1 and the Champions League. I know that I don't know. It's just I'm S class now. I got moved up, and some other people did. I got a lot of better players than I did at Betis. Much more communication, everything, much more organization. Everything's just, it looks much better, and I feel like this team has more potential than Betis ever did.
Fair. Well, that's your champions of Spain, Copa Del Rey champion, Real Betis owner, Dellanos. Yeah, is that how you pronounce it? Dellanos.
Dellanos.
Oh, my bad, Dellanos.
All good.
Of course, thank you for coming here. Giving me your time. Hopefully you do well in season 10.
Thank you, you too.
Of course. All right, that's the end of episode 1 of Rossonerio TV. Of course, this is going to be the beginning of good content to come from this medium. Stay tuned for future episodes. And before we go off the air, I'm going to plug in a shout out to my academy for MRS, Casa Milan. All new players are welcome to join and improve. Remember, PC players only. And I'm wvyvw and Forza MRS.